Hey everybody, welcome to Tabletop Tyranny on this fine Tuesday. Tabletop Tyranny Tuesdays. We are going to be starting a new campaign. Sadly, one of our campaigns is no longer going to be continuing. It was our Lost Tales of Paradisia. That one has been retired for the moment, or probably indefinitely, honestly. But we're going to be playing Phandelver and Below the Shattered Obelisk. That's an adventure that takes characters from level 1 to level 12. It deals with the Far Realm's influence on Phandelver, got a bunch of goblins here and there. But it'll be pretty fun. We're gonna do a quick session 0 to basically just go around the table so the characters can share what information they really want to about their the players can share their characters' backstories as much as they want to. Usually what I like to do is go around and have each character ask a question about backstories. It can be something as simple as, how tall is your character? I mean, it doesn't really matter to what degree. Like, you can ask stuff, but you're trying to ask stuff that provokes thought. And obviously, you ask the questions based on what the player has given you. So we're gonna do that real quick. We've been playing for a while, so we kind of know what everyone's triggers are. We have kind of the same expectations that we do on Sunday. Going in this, as a DM, I will be trying to stick faithfully to the content, the source material as much as possible. I will, when I can, tweak it here and there to fit y'all's characters' backstories. This is very last minute campaign, very whim of the moment get together, so it'll probably be a little rough, but I think we'll be fine. So yeah, we'll go around the table. I'll pick which character goes. I'll set expectations for this game. Expectations are you guys obviously are going to be working with one another. You guys are going to be heroes in the sense of what heroes are. That doesn't mean that you always have to agree on the same conflicts, but you always go in knowing that you are working as a team. I mean, that's kind of a standard at every table that ever plays D&D. You guys, as you are heroes, you can do incredible things that most people cannot. And your actions do have consequences, and they can influence how history shapes itself. This campaign happens around in the year 1491, so this is about 2 years after Icewind Dale. So, whatever happened in Icewind Dale, I can't allude to because we haven't finished that campaign, but this is post Icewind Dale. Yeah, but nonetheless, we're just going to go from the way Video Ninja shows us. So I have Craig, who'll be the first to go. Tell us about your character, his name, race.
Sure.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. So my character is, his name is Bazul Thunis, but he goes by Baz. It's just, it's a lot easier. He showed up in an elven forest as a baby, so he doesn't know his parents or where exactly he came from. But they wanted to they didn't really give him an elven name. They wanted to kind of honor his tiefling ancestry. He's a tiefling druid. And so they named him a tiefling name, because they didn't know that much about him. But he did take the last name of the two elves that took him in and raised him. And, at an early age, they discovered that he had a knack for this whole, nature and druid thing. So they just kind of helped him along, but being a tiefling, there was kind of an evil presence that started waking up inside of him, and it was causing some issues. So he was sent away to figure that out, to not pose a threat to the elves. So that's what he's doing. And he had, I mean, like a lot of my other characters, he has no issue talking about what's going on with him. So. Just figuring shit out.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'll ask the first question, and then we'll just go Ethan, Star, Emily. So my question to you, does Baz, seeing as he is, I guess you would say, orphan in a sense, in that way, do you ever think that he thinks about having the possibility of having either brothers or sisters that are like him or different than him?
Yeah. I mean, when you grow up as a, obviously he looks a lot different from all the elves, right? He only really ever got close with one person in his town. And so when you grow up without a lot of friends and not feeling, like you're a part of all of it, yeah, you start to wonder, what would it be like to find out where I was from, and do I have family, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So he's definitely thought about it.
Cool. Very cool. Ethan, it's your turn to ask.
Oh, my turn. Oh, my bad. My bad. Sorry. No. Did Baz, growing up, did he have any like favorite pets or animals he'd like to, hang around with?
That is a good question. I think he was always fascinated with creatures that could fly, because he can't do that. And so the owl, definitely one that he was really drawn to. But it was super cool for him to be able to, charm and befriend like a bear if he wanted to, type of thing, like this big giant animal that's supposed to be like basically lethal towards, most living things smaller than it. He got to, at least for a short period of time, just kind of hang out with one and not feel any threat. So, but he's basically loves all animals, so.
Okay, I think you already kind of answered it. But, leaving the forest, is he planning on, like, trying to seek out his parents, or is it just something he, I don't know, might do later down the road, or is it on his to-do list right now?
I think because of what's going on inside of him, the main thing he's thinking is if I find my family, that's probably a good indicator, or that's probably a good source to figure out, what's going on inside of him and whether or not it can be stopped or, at least subdued. So that would definitely be an avenue. Absolutely.
Okay, so my question, sorry if you've already alluded to it, but does he have a Yoda of some sort, who taught him Druidry?
Probably. I haven't thought about that, because originally I was just thinking it was kind of like a collective thing, but, now that you asked that, there probably would have been, absolutely, like, not elves follow the same path, so there's probably someone within, the glade or whatever that is more apt to.
So there's probably, like, somebody that he's closer with in the village.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did train alongside a girl who he is in a relationship with, but, he had to leave,
cool.
So, yeah.
I like how Star's eyes got big when she started writing that down. I saw that, she's like, ooh! Cool. Great questions. Also, we'll go over to Ethan next, so go ahead and do basically the same thing Craig just did. You can introduce your character. You can share as much or as little as you want, and then we will do a round table question.
Alright, so my character's name, he is Rivian Nightbloom. He is, an elven bard. He is a man of music, a man of many talents. He has so many proficiencies, it's not even funny. But he, kind of like, Baz, he was kind of left and abandoned, but he wasn't really abandoned in a sense. He was left in, weirdly enough, a circus. He was left in the Circus of Wonders, where he was trained and he learned so much good and so much bad, because, everything can happen in a circus. There's clowns, there's strongmen, you name it. But yeah, ever since a kid, he hasn't really been in search of his family, because, ever since he was a kid, he saw the circus as family. He saw it as home, He wasn't really looking for much more.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. So this Circus of Wonder, was this basically a stationary circus that was in just one major city, or was it a traveling circus like most?
It was mostly stationary.
It was.
Oh.
No, you go ahead.
It was I don't know how to pronounce it, because I'm dyslexic. I think it's Tethrin.
Tethrin. How's it spelled?
Yeah, Tethyr.
Shit, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Tether or tether?
What you got sounds good, huh?
Tether? Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was stationed in Tether.
Sweet. Awesome. Sweet. We'll just go. We'll do Star, Emily, then Craig last. So Star, if you have any questions.
How would you describe your character in 3 words?
Charming. Musical. And sly.
It's a hard question, Star.
Yeah,
You're like a
that's
character
actually
that
a
was
good one. That
created
was a
like
good
30
one.
hours ago. Like, don't ask me that, please.
Yes.
Come on.
It's a fucking resume question. All right,
I
Emily.
interview people all the time.
Did he have a favorite circus act? Flying Trapeze Man? Like, what do we got?
Yeah, he actually liked watching the twins that they were a twin of halflings. They're kind of like trapeze artists.
Cool.
You mentioned that he never really searched out his family because the circus is his family. What if someone approached you saying that they were your family? How would you react?
I probably wouldn't believe him.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen the circus as home for so long. You know?
All right.
Really good question. Awesome. Thank you. We go over to Star. Go ahead and do a little character introduction. Share as little or as more. Oh, share what you want.
Okay, I'm just gonna be an open book. So her name is Vara Voyer.
Ooh.
Yeah, fancy. Hold on, I forgot I did this today. She does not know her parents either.
Whoa.
She was left on the doorstep of an old grandma, and they just kind of adopted her. So yeah, and she's a farmer. And they sell lots of fun things to goblins. So she's friends with goblins. She likes horses. Let's see. Anything else? Oh, she thinks she's a human. She is not. She's an Asimar. She don't know that. And she lives in how do you say that? Phandelver. Yeah. And she is thinking of leaving her farm to go find her parent. So, and venture a little bit to hopefully find them. Yep.
Awesome. I got a follow-up question. So you're friends with the goblins.
Mm-hmm.
This campaign involves beating the ever-loving shit out of goblins. Will she have a problem with that? That's not saying all goblins are saying there are different tribes of goblins. Will she have an issue with fighting a species that she normally considers friendly?
She's real go with the flow, so if they fight her, she's probably gonna fight them back. So
Good. Awesome. We'll do Emily, Craig, Ethan.
Okay. Has anything at all happened that has had her question whether or not she's a human?
there's probably things that she can do, and she's like, oh, that's interesting. But she also takes a lot of time into the plants they grow at the farm, and she partakes in those. So
Cool.
sometimes she's like, oh wait, did I hallucinate that?
Got it.
I was gonna ask a question regarding the goblins too. What did you say? You're the old woman. What was her? She's human.
No, she's a halfling.
She's halfling. Okay. Was this relationship with the goblins like good, like from the start, like from when you were a baby, or was this something that like you developed over time?
I would say she had them as clientele before her, and yeah. And and yeah, so they've been good friends, and she's actually friends with one of the like little kids goblins. So
Fun.
they just kind of she kind of grew up around them.
Awesome.
I'm trying to think of a question. What do you think? What do you think your character would be most afraid of?
Probably losing her family. Like that's all she's ever known. So that's about it, I think.
Solid question. Very solid question. All right, last but not least, Emily, if you want to introduce your character for us, please.
Cool. My guy that I created very quickly. So I am Barnabas. I'm a human wizard. He knows both of his parents. They probably both died of natural old age causes because he's a middle-aged human wizard. He was formerly a professor at Strixhaven, where he taught year 2 ethnoarchaeology, focused on he specialized in mountain species, the magic of mountain species. Yeah, he's kind of just a guy.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Does your wizard have any special schools that he was more inclined to practice?
Like
Like
So-
what would he is he mainly like an evocation wizard,
Ooh,
conjuration, or anything like that? Or have you even thought about that? If not, it's okay.
haven't picked it yet. I don't.
Okay.
That's not level 1. Forget it.
segue to different question then. Did you get fired from Strixhaven? Did you leave Strixhaven? What was your sorry, Craig?
You're
What was
right.
your what was what happened there? Was it like peaceful, forceful?
Yeah, let's say I got let go.
Okay. Okay. All right, we'll do Craig, Ethan, Star.
Did Barnabas enjoy teaching? Like, does he like sharing, his knowledge with other people, especially younger people who, are a little harder to deal with?
Yeah, it was fun. He loves magic. He loved researching magic, and he loved sharing it with younger people. He, just excited about everything magical.
Awesome.
My question for Barnabas is, what made Barnabas go on an adventure so much later in his life, after teaching?
Well, I mean, he was let go, and then he had some spare time. But
Kind of like midlife crisis vibe.
Midlife crisis
Like,
vibe.
that's pretty much it. He just like had some. He was let go, and he was definitely still doing like research of his own, just like at a more relaxed pace and the stuff that he cares about, and because his research focused on the magic of mountain species. He was interested in the lost mine of Phandelver. Ooh, that's my my hook.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Oh shit. Sorry. I keep dropping my pen. How did he like get into like teaching, or was it just like something he's always wanted to do?
It was something that he had always wanted to do. Not necessarily the teaching aspect, but he loved researching magic like from an early age. And then it's just the kind of thing where he like kept, got his bachelor's, he got his master's, he got his doctorates, and then he like wanted to keep doing research, so he stayed and became a professor, and then he like, yeah, just a classic wizard guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very demure. Awesome. Thanks for sharing. And I guess with that, we know a little bit more about our characters. We can actually get this started. It's always nerve-wracking starting a new campaign. Don't ever know how to do a cold open, but I would like to start the cold open of this campaign with a quote from a book written by Mordenkainen himself. So buckle in. the quote goes, or should I say the small story, the material plane is home. It is the realm of mortals and matter, mind and magic. Some would say that it is also the realm of the mundane. But for those who look closer, there is glory in the ordinariness of pastoral life and immense majesty in watching an eagle in flight. Although the material plane is infused with magic, it is a spark of sentience, what a cleric of Palor would call a soul, within the eyes of mortal beings that makes this part of the multiverse special. I have looked into the eyes of angels, Empyreans, and Solars, and I have not seen the earnestness, warmth, and tenderness that I have seen in the eyes of a human being. So many eternal beings that I have encountered may comprehend the most abstract and erudite mechanics, but they lack the zest and curiosity for life that infuses this realm of the living. Perhaps that is the gift of birth and death. This lamp of the soul that lights our exploration into the unknown, down an ever-changing river that flows to a universal ocean. In this way, the material plane is like a dungeon filled with treasures, the mysteries of life, and we are all adventurers who must use our wits, strength, and will to pass the myriad tests and trials that await us on this great quest. The eternal dreamscape of the astral plane or the bewildering magic of the Feywild may seem more extraordinary and more intense by comparison, yet there is something vital here in the material plane, something more soulful that exists nowhere else in the multiverse. It is as if we mortal beings are at the cutting edge of a grand cosmic experiment of great significance, that all our actions reverberate throughout the planes, shifting the mechanics of the great will ever so slightly towards a new destiny. Although I am still attempting to comprehend this immensity, and perhaps it is a futile task, I must follow where my intelligence and my heart are directing my awareness. All evidence points to the possibility that every human, elf, dwarf, and halfling plays a role, no matter how seemingly small, in this magical cosmic clockwork. And the truth is this: each of us is a cog in this clockwork whose actions can change the time and tempo of the multiverse. You guys will be doing just that in this campaign. We start our adventure in Neverwinter. You each, throughout your life, have encountered an individual named Gundren Rockseeker, a dwarf, a very big black bushy beard that's braided. He's got very much a cowboy hat, a Western aesthetic. You may have met him through maybe the circus, or maybe through buying some supplies from the farm, running into him on the road as a wandering druid, or even maybe teaching him at one point at Strixhaven a long, long time ago. He might not have done the best, but you might have seen his name grace the pages once in a while. You all were pretty much summoned, more or less through the appropriate channels of letters or just kind of word to mouth. And you were kind of summoned to meet him in the city of Neverwinter, where he hired you to escort a wagon to Phandelver. None of you know each other yet, but you have all seemingly agreed to this arrangement. For Vera, it is easy enough going home to Phandelver, the place you were pretty much raised in for your whole life. Probably not born in, but raised in for sure. So you more or less act as a guide, able to steer the other three hirees that have been mentioned, not by name, but by, tell of saying, oh, there's going to be some companions with you. A little less on the details from Gundren, but you all awake the morning of in Neverwinter, get your gear ready, do what you do every day. What do y'all do every day? We'll start with Craig. What does your character, what does Baz do when he wakes up first thing in the morning?
Well, as the evil stirring within him started getting worse and worse and worse, he was taught how to meditate and to just try to clear his mind and focus on good, and just try to push those negative feelings out. So basically, he just sit up wherever he was sleeping, and meditate probably 10 10 minutes or so, and then if it's available, brew himself some tea and just kind of chill and ease into the day if at all possible.
Yeah, and you most definitely have that start to a day. A good start, some would call. Probably the best start you may have had in Neverwinter. Neverwinter is a city that is notorious for a bunch of commotion and crime here and there, but you have had a peaceful morning of probably the best, like I said, best day in the city. We would transition over to see our friend Ethan's character, Rivian. What would Rivian be doing when he wakes up in the morning?
Sorry, I dropped my pen.
You're good.
Rivian would probably wake up, big old smile, stretching out of bed. As a bard, he's a man of many words, so there would be a lady in his bed, waking up after a great night, smile on his face, looks in the mirror, does the little hair flip just real quick, has a smile on his face, gets his stuff ready, and heads right out the door.
Yep. You do exactly that, and there's not a word or mention from the lady in bed, as you, probably like many times before, slip out while they still sleep. And you make your way towards where the fateful wagon waits. We transition over to Vara. You wake up. You wake up on this fine morning. What's that look like for you?
She is going to wake up, stretch a little bit, and she does like to meditate too, so she'll probably meditate. But also she will light up one of her fancy things and and meditate and do that. And then she is gonna cook a fat breakfast because she loves to cook and eat.
And you do exactly that. A very serene, peaceful, uninterrupted morning. You handle your task and eventually set out for that same wagon. We pan over to Emily's character, Barnabas. What does his mornings look like?
He definitely wakes up and stares at the ceiling for a bit, and then
thinks
and
about
then
what
he
he's
will-
done.
yeah, and then he'll go brush his teeth, very important, and then he'll cast mage armor, and then he'll go for a slow, short jog to stay limber.
For sure, I love it. Yeah, your jog goes off without a hitch. No one tries to pickpocket you. And you make your way back to where you were sleeping, pack up, and set out. You all make your way to the wagon with, no interruptions from passerbys or from the kids or pickpockets that do hang around the very shady alleyways in this town. You eventually find yourself towards that wagon. And as you guys all approach and kind of in slow-mo unison from separate angles, you kind of call back to the conversation you each had with Gundren about this job. His big promotion, big promise of what lies beneath Phandelver. He doesn't tell you exactly, but he did allude to something big. He sweetened the deal by paying a measly 10 gold, probably less than what he could have paid you for y'all's pockets. But nonetheless, he is an old friend, and friends do favors with a little bit of payment from time to time. You knew that he would not be setting out with you on this day, and that you would each have to interact with one another and kind of get over that kind of new group awkwardness, new job awkwardness, as he felt it was best to leave that to that awkward air would best be suited to you and not him. Basically, this was just him saying he doesn't want to deal with that awkward shit, so he's gonna go ahead. But he did tell you that he was going off ahead with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter, a very well-known knight within the city of Neverwinter. His name has been not praised, but it's been passed around from very low-end taverns from here and there. So bottom of the barrel knight, but still a very famous knight in still the same sense. And he also claimed that he needed to arrive early to take care of some business. That conversation kind of floods your mind as you all basically arrive at the wagon at the same time. The wagon sits on the outskirts of Neverwinter. Very modest wagon filled with, a dozen sacks of flour, several casks of salted port, 2 kegs of strong ale, maybe some shovels and picks and crowbars, some tools here and there, and about 5 lanterns or so that have some accompanying barrel of oils. The cargo itself is roughly worth 100 gold. And you each remember that these items weren't really y'all's to claim. And there was also part of the side quest to not only meet him in Phandelver, but also to deliver these goods to Barthen's Provisions, which is the most well-known trading post in Phandalin. And then I'll kind of like flood your memories as you just stand here in front of one another, and you all are all just there in front of a wagon, 4 strangers, unknowingly about to set out on a grand adventure to Phandalin and the city below. So I will turn it over to you as you all stand around. You can describe what each character sees.
That's what I was
as
going
they
to
go
ask,
around.
yeah. Okay.
If you guys want to do rollies to see what word you do, y'all could definitely do that, or if not, someone can just take the lead, but
yeah,
you guys are strangers and don't know.
I'll just go first. So you see he's fairly short, tiefling, about 5 feet tall, young too, about 18 years old. So all of that, like, evil brewing up within him was one of those, like, basically, like, he hit puberty and it just started getting worse and worse and worse. Mint green skin, so, like, pretty light, light green, obsidian black, like, kind of like a mohawk that hangs down his face a little bit. It's a little emo. Big horns come up, basically just like what I'm wearing right now. And then his eyes are like an amber glow. They're not like normal pupils or anything. They're just like these glowing balls in his eyes. And yeah, he's not awkward, but he's also not confident. He's just kind of like, all right, good to meet you all. I guess we're doing this together. So yeah. I'm Baz. It's nice to meet you. It's cold. I don't like it. But you know, I expected it. So, but yeah, that's him introducing himself.
Sup? My name's Vara. So Vara is very tall, or what I think is tall. She is about 6'1". She has golden eyes, like they kind of twinkle a little bit. You're like, wow, those eyes are like really bright. She also has brown hair with streaks of like golden blonde in it. Kind of twinkles again. Don't really notice unless you're looking close. Tan skin. She's 28 years old, so she's a little older. She has her hair in 2 long braids. She's got jewelry ornamented on her. And she looks real comfy too. So she looks really like chill, if that makes sense. Laid back, but funky.
Nice. You mentioned the jewelry. I forgot to mention that Baz also has like piercings and tattoos. But they weren't like tattoos that were given to him. They were just like, basically he was a tattooed baby and they just like grew with him.
Interesting. Yep, that's Vara.
You want me to go, or do you want to go, Emily?
Oh, I mean, well, I guess I'll go next. Name's Barnabas, but you can call me Barney, Barry, Barb, King B, it's all good. And what you see is an attractive, middle-aged human man. He's got a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of a scruffy beard, hair just a little bit too long, and he's wearing like a really cozy-looking patterned cardigan and loose pants. And he has a big ol' ratty messenger bag with a very thick book in it. He has his hands in his pockets, he looks really laid back, he possibly looks too normal to be here, like maybe he should just be getting groceries. And let's say he's wearing sandals too, like why not?
I like it.
Great. My turn? Well, top of the morning to you all. You ready to go on an adventure? And as you look at him, he is a 6'2" elven man. He's got some, shorter white hair. He's got blue eyes. He has piercings. He has like earrings and maybe, some tattoos going down his neck and his spine. He has the brightest attitude in just in the presence of him. He is like the brightest man. He's happy. He is calm. He's got a lute on his back because, he loves to play. But yeah, he's down in kind of like, he's got feathers around his neck and just kind of in gray and white. But you guys all ready to go on an adventure? I'm so excited.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Yeah, I mean, excited's a word, but I mean, it's a job, right?
It'll be so cool.
All right. Well, I mean, I like that attitude.
Yeah, so cool sounds great to me, By the way, I'm Rivian. Nice to meet you all. And he bows curtsily.
Pleasure to meet you, Rivian.
Fancy.
So this is the wagon, right? That's the side of it.
I think so. We all ended up here at the same time, so it must be.
Well, you ready to go?
I think so. Is there there's 4 seats on it, or? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's very much ready stocked. It's already got the 2 mules tacked up to it, ready to go. It's actually kind of crazy how this cart has not been stolen by anyone in Neverwinter.
Because it's just sitting there.
It's just sitting there, ready to go on the outskirts of town. I mean, you do look around and see a few people kind of eye over towards the cart with ill intention, but they don't act on it. There are several guards that patrol Neverwinter, and they make their rounds, as you see. But yes, the cart is ready to go.
Has anyone ever operated a cart like this before? Like controlled the animals to pull it and stuff like that?
Oh, definitely. I do it at my farm all the time.
Do you mind?
Sure.
All right. I mean, I could. I don't really want to expend my abilities, but I could talk to them if it were a problem.
Nah,
but
man.
all right.
I'm so good with animals.
That's good. Me too.
Cool. All right. Let me man the cart.
Yeah. You take the reins of the. I said they were horses. They are oxen. I misspoke. You take the reins of the oxen. They let out their. I don't think oxen do that, but they do that in my world now. They kind of look back at you as you grip the reins, and you don't have to make a roll with this. Yeah, you are well knowledge how to drive a
I
cart.
am
or
proficient
wagon.
with animal
Yes,
handling.
you are, and you are a farmer, so there is nothing new here for you. But you do have the reins in your hands. You all load up. You guys can either just do with one person in the front. One person in the front, 3 in the back, 2 people in the front too. It is a open top wagon. There is no cover, so you guys feel free to sit how you want. As soon as you grab the reins, as soon as you grab the reins, the oxen just starts slowly walking, as if on autopilot.
I'll sit next to Vara.
Definitely let the youngins fill in first.
Alright, I guess we're in the back then. Come on, hop in.
Alright.
So you said you grew up on a farm.
Yeah, man.
What was that like? Did you like it?
I mean, it's all I've ever known, so
Right.
pretty cool.
Sure. So did you have lots of animals? Was it more of a vegetation, like growing vegetables, or kind of all of the above?
All of the above. We have chickens and cows and horses. We have some squash and corn, and I can go on and on.
Right. No, that sounds wonderful. So you were well fed then. You never ran out of food. It sounds like.
Oh no, I love to cook.
Well, that's good if you're on an adventure, right? You don't have to just survive on rations. You can. Are you good at foraging? Can you like find stuff on the side of the road, or do you have to like grow it yourself usually?
Hold on. I think I can. Hold on. I can make my own rations.
That's nice.
I think I can. I'm gonna say yeah.
I mean, that's good too. It sounds like at least this leg of the journey will be well taken care of if you love it. I mean, don't feel like you have to cook for everyone, but
we're gonna eat so good.
that's wonderful. So, what was your favorite plant to grow out of all of them?
You know, I'm not supposed to tell anyone, but here, and I'll pull out. My trinket says it's a incense, but it's not. I'm like, try this baby out.
Try like eat it?
No.
Barnabas shakes his head.
Well, I guess a good question is like, as a druid who grew up in the forest with elves, would I know what this is at all?
I'll let Star answer. I'll let her give that decision over.
Okay.
I would think you would, honestly.
Okay.
But I don't know what specifically she makes it look like, or how she grows it.
Oh, okay.
It looks like a blunt.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, yeah, you very much figure out it's probably just weed or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yes. No, we normally have it in pipes. I know what that is. Yeah, sure. I mean, is yours like a special like strain, or is it like just common, or like if it's your favorite, you must have grown it with love and attention.
Oh yeah, me and my grandma, we spent a lot of time. We're very popular, if you know what I mean.
I think I could guess. Yes. Sure, and I'll take a rip.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably one of the finest things you've had.
Oh
when it
yes,
comes
no.
to this in a long time. You know?
You would think the elves, after as long as they've lived, they'd be able to grow something like this, but no. This is wonderful.
I'll take it and I'll try to pass it back.
Yeah.
Barnabas will wave it away and be like, I try not to partake while I'm on the job, man.
I mean, that's honorable.
What about you?
Oh no. I don't partake either. Not at all. I gotta keep my
Inside
mind
check.
clean so I can.
Inside check.
I'm proficient, bitch.
Insight check.
Well, shit, I rolled like shit.
First roll.
First roll of the night. You think I'm telling the truth?
Cool. Alright, I'll take it back, and me and my friend can finish it.
Well, I mean, I was gonna say more for us, but honestly, I think that's all I need. That was, I mean, you go ahead, but I'll let you know if I want more. But I'm assuming you have a lot.
Oh man, I stay
Yeah,
packed with them.
I figured. All right. And Baz can just feel just getting higher by the second.
Yeah, secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
Strong.
Yeah.
What are the two of you in the back doing? Are y'all talking about anything, or y'all just kind of awkward, just looking at each other?
Barnabas is definitely just kind of chilling with his hands on his lap, kind of looking at the nature side, looking around. He'll look at Rivian at one point and be like, "Hey man, I like the feathers on your back. It's pretty cool."
Oh, thank
I was
you.
like-
Thank you. Thank you. It was a nice addition. The leader for where I'm from, he He told me feathers always look good on people. I mean, he's kind of a kanky, but that's not the point.
Well, he was right. Feathers look good on you.
I appreciate that. So what'd you do before this? What did life bring you?
Oh, I used to teach at Strixhaven. Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah. I've totally heard of it. My parental figure actually, he would have went to school there, but instead he decided to be a ranger, and he really liked to, bond with people. It was great.
Oh well, missed out on taking my class. Bummer.
What'd you teach?
I taught second year ethnoarchaeology.
I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck that is, but that sounds pretty cool.
That's alright, you gotta take a lot of prerequisites. It's a really cool field though, I really enjoyed it.
Huh. That's cool. And he's like awkwardly, you wanna hear a song?
Sure.
And I'll start playing the lute.
Okay. You guys continue down this road for about a day or so. Not even that. You travel for about a half a day, and eventually you arrive on the Tribord Trail. It is very notorious throughout these lands for a multitude of reasons. Mainly, this trail has been plagued with, bandits, wildlife attack. This is very much, you are off the main road between cities, and you are on a natural trail that's just been worn in through the transversal of wagons and hooves and people walking here and there. You come around a large bend, and you seem to have stumbled upon the scene of what looks to be a recent battle. The woods on this trail at this point, they press really close to the trail here, and you see there is a steep embankment and dense thickets all on either side. Very, very thick, very, very thick foliage and probably like 5 foot steep embankments that climb up. So you're kind of in like a little dip, so to say. You see about 40, 45, 50 feet ahead of you, 2 horses are wandering the road, just sniffing. What looks to be a cart that has been abandoned with a bunch of bags and pouches that have just been left ransacked and strewed. You see from this far off, you see what looks to be plenty of arrows that litter the sides of the wagon wheels, and some of the actual ground. There are torn scraps of fabric and odds and ends that are just kind of disregarded from here and there. You can all make a perception check for me, actually, as you kind of come around the corner. As you see this kind of alerts you, and you kind of want to, you take a bit of a better look around you.
So it's not snowy anymore, judging by the picture that you posted?
Yeah, no, we did a little bit of a fast travel to this scene. So realistically, you guys would have been traveling for about maybe 4 or 5 days. We just fast traveled that. I didn't say it, but we just did that.
18.
22.
Okay.
7. I'm really into the song right now.
Yeah.
11, because I'm performing the song.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, 18 and 22, those are both really good rolls. 18 is going to get a little bit less information than the 22 is, but you both see what appears to be what looks like Gundren. What the hell was my name again? Gundren Rockseekers. What looks like his bags. And Silder Hallwinter. It looks like these bags belonged to the people who had entrusted you with this mission, your friend Gundren. You both notice that. With a 22, Vara, you see what appears to be 2 goblins on either side of the road hiding in the dense foliage. Arrows trained on you, as if waiting for one of you to approach the scene so they could surprise you. These goblins don't look familiar to you. They don't look like any friends that you've had, but they do seem hostile.
I'm gonna slow down the cart.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hey guys. So there's like 2 goblins over there. And I think they're gonna try to like rob us.
Oh, that's not good. Does she like point them out to where we can see them?
Yeah, so she points over in directions, and you all take a not too long to be kind of like, oh, what are they looking at? But you do see these goblins are laying in wait to ambush anyone that approaches what looks to be the horses or away from the party. They are hostile.
Should I like talk to them?
I mean, if they're waiting with their weapons drawn, I don't know how much talking will help. But do you want to talk to them?
I mean, I can.
I mean, we all can.
No, do y'all speak Goblin?
Oh, understood. I mean, I suppose you can call out in their language. Probably don't go any
But-
further, though.
Yeah, I would get ready though. Like, be prepared. Sometimes they're mean.
Yeah. And as soon as she says that, Baz will draw his short bow with an arrow knocked in it, but not pointing out, just kind of like low. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna speak in Goblin and be like, "Hey, man, we see you. There's no point in hiding now."
You watch the goblins. You watch their arms kind of go slack for like they have just like or equivalent of a longbow. They have them like tense, and then you see them drop the slack a little bit. The ones that are next to each other kind of look over with a bit of like, "What? Does she talk to us?" And then you see them shake it off and re-tighten the string on their bow and continue to lay in wait. They do not respond, but you do notice that interaction, that movement between them. And they have kind of like slowly like trained them on your party's location.
Well, man, it didn't work. They just kind of looked at each other.
That's cool that you could speak in Goblin, though.
Yeah.
What's your goblin sound like, Star? What's your goblin sound like?
Yeah, as you were speaking, Baz was just like, because he's fucking high, right? So he's like, is there like a clear shot? Like if I drew my bow, could I shoot like actually hit one of these guys? Or do they look covered?
Let me look real quick. They aren't like covered by this foliage. It's they don't have any kind of like half covered, 3/4 covered. But if you do, I will say as a DM, if you do, begin to pull your bow up and try to shake a shot at them, we will just roll initiative.
Right.
How
But they-
far
so-
away are they?
From Baz right now, they are 5 to 55.
Okay.
Can... I'm gonna hand the reins over to someone. I'm like, "Here, take this," and I'm gonna.
They just drop down into the ox. The ox are stopped. They're not moving any further.
I think, hopefully, I'm fast enough. I'm gonna hop off, run, dash, and then I should be right next to one of them.
So I will say, if you start taking off in a full sprint, we're gonna roll initiative too. They will not be surprised. They are, they have their arrows trained.
Right.
But if that's what you do,
Yeah.
is that what you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
We do that.
As soon as she starts doing that,
off.
my bow comes up. But yeah.
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 And you see the bows, all their bows tense. So go ahead and roll initiative.
I also, if I have time, I can do a bonus action.
Well, it's gonna come to your turn basically. As soon as you start to go, they're getting ready to let go of the arrow. This is just basically reacting off of one another. Let me put some more like upbeat music in.
Okay.
Emily, you good?
I love that this character got a 3. I love that.
Hey man.
I feel like we all took inspiration from each other without even doing it on purpose.
Okay.
I love
So what did we all get?
I got
Marcus, what'd you get?
3.
Okay. Basil or Baz?
16.
16. Rivian?
it. Same.
We have the same
Rivian,
dex
what'd you
too.
get?
I got a 3 as well.
Oh shit.
Oh, good.
I rolled a nat 1.
We're just having a good time in the back.
Yeah, we're having a good time listening to some music.
Var, what'd you get?
Oh, I got 16, and we have the same dexterity, so...
Okay, that's fine. So, you should see the initiative. You guys, I can't move you guys around manually in this. But I will say, if you share initiative like both of you guys do, like both,
Ooh,
Emily
can we
and
just,
Ethan.
like, choose
Y'all can choose
each
and pick.
round who goes first?
Yes.
Cool. I
Because
like that.
it's easy for me, easy for you. I guess I should pull a stat block for these fucking guys out, huh? Make it where I can edit the health yet or no? Womp womp. Okay, sweet. So yeah, you go off at a brisk pace, and you see Goblin A over here. He's going to before you even get to move from where you're at. Like, as soon as you take that step, he lets an arrow fly in your direction. He's gonna try to hit you as you approach.
They're a little farther than you said they were.
They're about 50, well, they were trained bows on you, and you said you're gonna start running. They're gonna start shooting instantly when you approach. This all happens off
No,
reactions.
I mean, you said they were 55, right?
I think I moved them on accident. It shouldn't be you.
Oh, I'm looking at the other ones. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even see the guys down there, so you must have moved them, because...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they
I
weren't
moved
even...
them.
Yeah.
So Goblin A is the one that tries to shoot at you. He shot a arrow at you with the short bow. Does a 7 hit?
Nope.
Yeah, the arrow flies by. He goes, Nyah! He's gonna move 5 feet down this, 10, 20, 30. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on, I don't know how to do math. 5 feet, 10, 15, 20. He's gonna get behind that horse and kind of take half cover as he's like hiding behind the horse's haunch. Baz, you see this goblin let an arrow fly towards Vara. Goes right over her head. It's your turn.
Since we have the same, can I let her go first?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you wanna, yeah. So I'm sorry. As soon as we said it was gonna happen, I forgot about it.
You're right.
instantly.
Yep.
So I dashed, but bonus action, unarmed strike.
Ooh.
So I can
Get
still
it.
hit. What is that? That's 12.
Misses, surprisingly.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
He has an AC of 13. This one does not have they don't have shields. So he has AC, these all have AC 13s. They do not have shields.
So
But he
close.
does see you approach, and you see that oh shit settle in his eyes. Awesome.
Cool.
We go over to Baz. It's your turn.
All right, I will let an arrow loose on Goblin D.
Okay, go for it.
19 to hit.
Yeah. Sir.
All right, and then... Oh, why is it not showing me? I should have Vex, right? The weapon mastery? Or maybe not. I mean, it says it under my notes, but it's not showing me the write-up on what it is. Maybe I don't.
Maybe if you click the weapon, it might tell you what it does. So let's click short bow. It does not.
Yeah, that's weird. It's not. It's showing it under properties, but maybe it's capable of it, but a druid doesn't get it.
Maybe you don't have it yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that's what it is.
Right.
I think that's what it is.
All right.
I'll look into it.
So 1d6 so that is 4 piercing damage
4 piercing.
to that.
Yeah, you hit him right in his little goblin nose. It gives him a nice little piercing. He lets out a scream of pain. Still standing, very bloodied.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff,
Ooh, very nice.
and that lasts for up to 1 minute. So obviously I can't use it yet, but just so it is cast.
Sure.
Yeah. And
Is
I
it
will.
concentration or is it just duration?
I think it's just duration, 1 minute. Yeah.
Very
And I
nice.
will stay put.
Very nice, very nice. All right, we go over to Goblin B. Goblin B is going to see Baz let out a arrow at his friend, and he's going to attempt to take a shot at you with his short bow as well.
Yeah.
You hear, you don't speak Goblin, but you, Bar, you hear the Goblin say, That's my buddy. Take this. A 14 to hit.
Just hits, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So you take. Holy shit. You take 7 piercing damage.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I got you, bitch.
You sure did.
He is going to 5 feet down, 10, 15, 20, 25, and he starts pointing and say, look what I did! We go to Goblin C. Goblin C is going to look towards Rivian and just take a pop shot at Rivian and see what happens. A 13 to hit?
That hits.
You only take 4 piercing damage from this short bow arrow. This one doesn't talk, but he does 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy comes out real cocky. He's doing the Conor McGregor walk, if you know who Conor McGregor is. He drops a short bow, brandishes a scimitar, snarls at you. Goblin D, very bloodied, is going to come down 5 feet, 10 feet, 15. Might be 15 right there. And there's no flanking. Right now, at least. He's gonna, he like, as he runs down, he like throws a sword bow in the air, pulls out a scimitar, and he's gonna try to hit you with the scimitar. Vara. Oh my god, it's just spinning like the Inception. Wow. Wow, an 8 to hit.
No.
He misses. Barnabas, you just see Baz get an arrow through the shoulder. Some goblins spring forth from the foliage. What are you doing? Or actually, Barnabas going, Rivian going, who's going?
If Rivian hadn't just gotten hit, I would say that he is more energetic than Barnabas and should go first. But he just got hit. And... okay. Yeah, Barnabas is I'm gonna say he has pulled out his spell book when everybody else started rushing in, and he's kind of like squinting at the pages and ruffling through, and he's like, oh shit, where is it? And then he is going to cast, where is it? A Ray of Frost at Goblin C.
All right.
Yeah. Does an 8 hit?
An 8 does not hit.
He's like, oh shit, did I read that wrong? He like flips the page again. That's it.
Yep. Goblin C somehow manages to dodge your attack. Riven, you see Barnabas let out this ray of frost. What are you doing?
I'm gonna walk up to him.
He just snarls.
I'm gonna walk right there. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna say, "Well, mate, there's no need for the violence," and I'm gonna cast Friends.
Oh, awesome.
Aww. I like this.
Now, when it comes to friends, I think if they're engaged in combat, they roll with advantage. I could be wrong. Just double check. Unless they change it, I might be thinking of the old one.
It says you magically emanate a sense of friendship toward one creature you can see within range. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or have the charm condition for the duration.
If you are fighting it, it succeeds automatically. Yeah.
Oh, well then.
It's okay. We can just backtrack.
Sweet. Well
count.
then, instead, well, man, there's no need for the violence, and I stab him.
That's so much better.
Okay. That's funny.
An 18 to hit.
Yes, sir.
And that is, oh wow, 6 damage. I rolled 4.
Yeah, you pierce through his heart. He is barely hanging on. He is within death's door. He is looking real rough. Yeah, he cries. Goblin A sees Goblin D trying to help him. He's gonna drop his short bow and take a swipe at Vara with his short sword. This goblin says, "Die!" A 14 to hit.
No.
Why didn't you die? We go back over to Baz and Vara. Who wants to go first?
I'll let Vara go since she's surrounded.
Cool. I'm gonna swing at Goblin D.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do it with my quarterstaff.
All right.
Hold on. It says 1d8 for something else, but I don't know what it's for. Is that for two-handed or is it like crit?
Let's see. Let me look right here. Shoot. This is for your quarterstaff. So yeah, if it has that means if you wield it with two hands, it will do 1d8 instead of 1d6.
But can I do my unarmed strike as a bonus action, or does it have to? Simple melee weapon.
Yeah, you can do it as a headbutt. If you part of, it says if you use without instead of using a weapon to make a melee attack, you can punch, kick, headbutt, or similar forceful blow. So yeah, you can go ahead and do it.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at Goblin D in the quarterstaff. Ooh, 13, so that makes
Hits.
it.
That does hit.
And that'll be. Ooh. 9 points of damage.
Yeah. What's it look like as you kill this goblin?
I'm gonna say she just kind of takes it, and she just kind of whacks him in the head like with a baseball swing.
Yeah, he goes flying with the force of it, and it sends him against the little wall right there. Goblin A lets out a scream, no!
And then I'll turn to Goblin A.
His eyes swell with fear.
Since my hands are full, I'm just gonna like kick him
Okay.
with like a really like high karate kick.
All right.
16 to hit.
It's right in his chin.
Wow. Okay. 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. Yeah. He lets out a as the breath is knocked out from his little goblin lungs. He's still standing. He is bloodied.
Cool. Then I am done.
All right, Baz.
So as Vara is attacking, Baz would be just like crouch down a bit. The bonus action, healing word.
Okay.
So do 2d4 plus 4. Oh, that was cocked. 2, 6, 10. Nice. All right, I am back to full.
That's really good. Oh, they increased healing, didn't they? It's like
Yeah,
2d4
2d4 plus 4 I got for the healing word.
now?
So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I am going to... Oh, wait. I always forget the rules with... Can I cast a cantrip now?
Yeah,
I can?
that's action.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will cast Poison Spray on Goblin B.
Okay.
6. 15 to hit.
Yep.
That is a... This one? Right? Yes. Oh, come on. I rolled a 1, so...
Oh.
1 poison damage.
Yeah, he has like a very fresh rash begin to spread across his cheek as the poison just
Yeah.
burns into his cheek. He's like, he rubs his cheek. What the fuck? Nonetheless, we go to Goblin B. Goblin B is going to take that poison damage. He's going to attempt to run towards Basil and take a swipe at you with his scimitar. He yells out a war cry, and Goblin. Oh, that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes.
It is only 6 points of piercing damage, or 6 points of slashing damage.
Good thing I healed. I would have died.
Yeah, yeah. You all see Baz is not doing too hot in this encounter. We go to Goblin C. Goblin C, taken aback by Rivian stabbing him when he said no harm. No, let's take it easy. He's gonna try to stab you with the scimitar. Oh, that's a 18 to hit.
Yeah.
5 points of slashing damage.
Wait.
Barnabas or Rivian. One of you is up.
How steep is this embankment?
Well, that's 5 feet. It's an easy enough climb.
Okay, I can just climb up it.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
Unless Rivian wants to go first.
You can keep that roll.
I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, I'm gonna scramble up the bank. I gotta get a better shot. He's gonna kind of like crouch down. He's got the spellbook in one hand. He's kneeling. He's like really aiming, and he's we're gonna try this thing again. Right, frost. Ooh, cool. 25. I bet that hits.
Oh yeah, that's a good roll.
1. A sad little bolt of ice comes out, and Barnes, he's like, you know, I used to be a lot better at this.
Yeah, it hits where the poison spray hit his cheek and it like cools air, and he's like, oh. He's still looking pretty healthy. All right, Rivian, it's your turn. That's funny.
All right. I'm gonna grab my dagger and stab at him again.
Go for it.
As I'm saying that, I'm spewing out blood from my mouth, going, "Oh, you did this!"
He's wiping his face with the blood.
That's a 21 to hit, and that is 5 points of damage.
Yeah, what's it look like as you kill this goblin?
Like a pathetic stab, genuinely. He just like pathetically stabs him because he has so little energy.
The goblin grabs your arm and his eyes swell.
I'm sorry, love.
He
Go to the other side.
He passes with his hands on your hand as they slowly fall down and collapses.
Oh boy.
Yep. You want to do any movement or anything like that?
No, that's all for now.
Okay. Goblin A is going to attempt to swipe once more out at Vara. A 22 to hit. Holy moly.
Yeah.
For 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh goodness.
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, holy shit. He stabs you right in your kneecap. It hurts like a motherfucker. Bazul, Vara, it's your guys' turns. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first this time. Baz, having cast Shillelagh on the
Previous turn, yes, sir.
the staff, he's going to just whack Goblin B with his staff.
Go for it.
All right, come on. So 17 to hit. I rolled a 1, but I get +4, so that's 5. 5 force damage.
What's it look like as you kill this little goblin?
His head explodes.
Yeah, brains and just brain matter just spray the bushes nearby.
Yeah.
Awesome. Vara?
I'm gonna whack this goblin with my quarterstaff.
Yeah.
Go for it.
18 to hit, and I'm doing it two-handed, so
Yes, man.
that's a whopping 4 points of damage.
Yeah. What's it look like as you kill this last goblin?
I think I will take it and just kind of do like a golf swing
Okay.
and like uppercut him with it.
Yeah, his head, his like whole jaw just splits in half as his head just rolls back and he flies off the ground about 5 feet until he crashes to the ground. You guys are out of combat. Some did better than others. Most people here are hurt by these little 4 goblins. Just beat the shit out of y'all. This might be a rough game.
We need a
This might be a rough one.
Tell me about it.
I mean,
This
there's
might be a rough one, guys.
there's always a chance at level 1, right?
Yes. I
That you
know.
just get a TPK and you're like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I was like,
I'll be Tara next time.
Yeah. I'll be Chaz.
Don't worry, guys.
Baz's
alive with
douchey
one
brother.
yeah. Those you all look around and see
Jeez.
your traveling companions are hurt quite a bit. Guys, if you want to, you can take a short rest if you would like to.
Yeah, that's probably. Did you say the cart is like knocked over? Because it's not on the map, but the horses
Yeah, it's
are.
not on. They didn't add it to the map. I was kind of depressed they didn't add it.
Yeah.
But
By
there's,
the horses.
it is by the horses. But
Yeah.
there is just a bunch of arrows just littering this entire site. You can obviously tell those goblins. You weren't the first party to attack, obviously, and you probably assume that Gundren's still Rockseeker. Oh my, I'm gonna get his name down. You probably figured Gundren Rockseeker wasn't the first that was attacking. They've probably been doing this for a long time, which is unusual to you, Varas, because you haven't really run into this. This seems like a newer turn of events. Granted, you have been away from home for about a little bit here or so. I'll say about maybe a month or two at most. Or how long do you think you've been away from home?
Who are you talking?
Sounds about right.
Oh.
So
That
far,
sounds
sorry.
about
So sorry.
right. Yep.
All right. Unless you guys can take a short rest if you would like.
Yeah, I'll just say we're all kind of I'm evolving into a different accent. We're all kind of beat up here. Should we rest before we search the cart and the horses and
Yeah, man, this sounds great.
Right, I would hop back up into our cart to take the rest in the cart.
For sure, for sure.
I'll join him.
I'm going to say Barnabas does not need a rest, so I think he is going to spend the time trying to clean up the cart that was destroyed. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So while the other party members take their short rest, those that are using their hit dice, feel free to make sure you check them off, roll them up and heal yourself. Barnabas, as you clean up, go ahead and make a investigation check as you're kind of picking through the scrap that is left behind by this attacked cart.
That one. 7.
7. So that wasn't that good of a roll, good of an investigation. You were mainly focused on picking up the bits and pieces of scrap. Thankfully enough, though, you are able to see from when you pick up one item and you look up ahead. It seems like the Tribord Trail splits off as the road that you were traveling down continues further, and there seems to be a little goblin trail that splits off kind of catty corner to that. You can make that out because there are, even though it was a bad roll, you still see what look like many footprints. This is a well-worn goblin track, and you probably think the 2 and 2 go together. Yep.
All right.
I guess after you guys are done with your rest, he'll point it out to you at all. I think that's where they're coming from. I say we leave them alone, but
You mean the goblins? That's where the goblins are coming from?
yeah, you see that? See the little footprints over there?
Right. Yeah. It feels odd that maybe because I'm high. I don't know. I didn't do very well in that battle. And I'll just turn to Varro and be like, I really appreciate it, and I'll absolutely join you in that. And we're in a tavern or something, but I'm kind of with Barnabas. Probably not. You do you, but I'm probably not when we're on the road doing a job. So, but thank you.
Hey, it's your choice, man.
It
I'm
is.
just
Yeah.
offering.
Right, and I appreciate it. Yeah. Wow. That hurt. That really hurt.
Yeah, goblins they can be terrifying.
Mind you, I haven't really been in much battles before. I've done a lot of hunting, but nothing that's also hunted me. So, it was fun, but yeah, it hurt.
I mean, the most I've done is wrestled a cow, so that's about it.
So wait, oh wait, did you tell us you know goblins yet? You told us out of game, but you didn't tell us in character, right? That you were friends with goblins and stuff like that? Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right. So I wouldn't say anything about that.
But I did speak goblin in front of y'all.
Right. How do you know Goblin? That's fascinating.
Oh yeah, man, we have lots of goblin clientele. My man Beetle, he is great.
So you're friends with goblins,
Uh, a few.
but not
My
these.
best friend, yeah, my best friend's a goblin.
Not these goblins, though.
No, I wouldn't have killed them if they were my friends.
I mean, yes, that's probably that makes sense. Right. Okay. Was there anything else in around the cart other than footprints?
Not that I could see.
I
Right.
mean, I think earlier before we started fighting, I saw Gundren
Rock.
stuff
Oh, the
sitting
bags.
over there. Yeah.
Why walk over there and check bags? Did that happen already and I missed it?
I would think that Barnabas would have tried.
Okay.
Failed to do so.
Right. Okay. I didn't
So
hear
he
the
probably
result.
they probably kind of kicked it over
Yeah.
He definitely picked things up to look inside, but turned it upside down
Yeah.
so the things fell out.
Yeah. Yeah, but if you go over there, you can make an investigation check as well as you kind of shift through.
Yeah, that's his bag right there.
All right. Well, I'll check it out. Yeah, it's not very good. 8.
Yeah, kind of. Not mainly not mainly your fault entirely. You do open the bag to look through, and it seems it has been ransacked. Everything here has been looted.
Okay.
You could probably think that it was looted by goblins. But you do see what looks to be a little bit better check. It's on that one. You do look to see what looks like a going off in that goblin trail is that goblin pathway. Looks like something larger was dragged, and there's a slight blood trail that heads further off into the nearby woods.
It looks like something larger was dragged. I assume it was Gundren and or his companion would be my guess, since they're not here with their belongings. But I mean, it kind of sounds like we should probably, head that direction. I don't want to, but it sounds like we should.
Sorry, I was just looking at our Venn diagram.
Yeah, sorry.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, the music quit playing.
I'm sorry, Craig. You have to say that again.
No, no, it's all right. I just said that something larger was dragged in the same direction as the goblin footprints, and I'm assuming it's probably Gundren and his companion. So, or just one trail.
Yeah, it looks like just one body.
Oh, looks like just one actually.
Or like a single path.
Yeah,
You can't really discern whether it's one body, two bodies, but
Okay.
it's just one.
Yeah.
Well, we have to go get him.
I mean, we were tasked with bringing the cart to Barthen's provisions, right? And Gundren went off ahead. Were we bringing it to him or bringing it to someone else there? Like, I don't particularly want to leave him behind, but did he tell us you meet me there? I don't remember. He did.
He did say meet him in
Oh, okay.
Phandelver.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The side quest was to deliver the cart to Barthen's provisions.
gotcha. Okay. Then,
He
yeah.
also hasn't paid us yet.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of important. I mean, my assumption is that if he had the coin on him, the goblins probably now have it. So, it might not be one of those go in, get him, and get out. It might be one of those go in, kill all the goblins, get him, and get out. I don't know. But it sounds like we have to go after him.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to try.
Yeah. All right. Bonnie, Rivian.
Sorry.
Were you
We all
sleeping?
feeling. We all
A little
feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Oh, did you not heal much, Ethan? No. So you still look pretty bloody then. Oh, what can I do here?
Oh, you don't look so
I'm
good,
at
dude.
half health. Let's be.
Here,
Use one or both of your health hit die. Oh, never
Here's
mind.
You only have one at level 1.
Yeah.
here's what always
rolled a
works
2.
for- Oh, I rolled a 3, so I feel you. I'm gonna go, man. Just do what I always do, and I'm gonna sit crisscross applesauce, and I'm gonna start meditating. And this does not help you at all, but you'll start to see Vara like glow, and her healing hand is gonna help her heal some more.
She's gonna heal in front of you. Wait a fucking minute. That's so fucked up.
That's awesome.
That's so
she,
good. That's good. That's good. I
she
love it.
doesn't know she's actually healing. Okay.
That's funny as fuck.
I'll just say to Rivian. So, I could heal you, but then I wouldn't be much help if we got in a fight with other goblins. So, I mean, I think we have to make a decision. I don't think we can go into this situation with any of us hurting. But I don't necessarily think it's time to rest for the night either. So I don't know.
Well, I'm not trying to hold back the party, yeah? Let's get going.
I'm
Do
telling
you, as a
man.
bard, not have any healing spells?
No, I'm only level 1. I don't get anything till like level 3, I think.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought bards started with spells.
The only thing I have is Bardic Inspiration.
Gotcha. I didn't know that. Interesting. I suppose you could just be a little bit more careful. Do you have anything that you can do from a distance?
Hold on. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause a moment. Ethan, you did not select cantrips or spells for your.
Oh,
I was wondering that. I was looking at
I
your
was
stream
like-
sheet. I was like, they definitely start with more than that.
Yeah, I was like, I had to double check because I was like, this guy's kind of. He must be high.
Would
Oh
you
my
Little bit high.
gosh.
do you guys want to take a short break
Yeah,
so we can do that?
Let's
Okay.
take a bathroom break and we can do that.
That makes more sense. I'm like, I didn't realize bards didn't have
I've never played a spellcaster. That's why I was like, where are the spells
I love
at?
it.
I thought I'd get them right away.
That's funny as fuck. That's so good.
funny.
We love that. We love that.
That's on par
Wow.
with Star sitting in front of you and meditating in front of you.
Yeah, it's so funny. She's definitely like meditating, and you'll just see her glow. That's about it.
That's funny as crap.
Oh man.
I'll be right back.
Ethan's playing on hard mode. He's playing on hard mode.
I was playing hard mode. I was like, where are my spells at? I thought I don't get them till later now. Like,
That's so funny. Oh my
I was
God.
like, what is the
Hello! Welcome back to Tabletop Tyranny Tuesday.
How do you like that
The party-
beautiful new overlay I created for this game?
It's very
Check it out.
I really like it.
Very demure. Thank you for tuning back in. The party just got done almost dying to 4 goblins.
It's
Crazy.
not wrong.
But nonetheless, they are about to either set down this goblin trail or head towards Phandelver. Turn it
Yeah,
over to you.
I mean, I suppose we need to go after him, right? I mean, like Vara said, we need to get paid. You know, I mean, I feel responsible, kind of. I mean, I suppose he should have been able to handle himself, but
Well, he has like a knight with him too, so
oh, that's right. Yeah, Sildar, right? Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I suppose let's. So, do you have healing spells now, Ethan? Do you want to heal yourself before we go?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
No, I did. We're good. I'm looking a lot better. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
Good. I just had to play
I
myself a tune real quick. My bad.
So,
All right.
yeah, I think we follow the footsteps.
Okay. Excuse me. Am I still muted? Oh no, I'm good.
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, you guys, what are y'all doing with the cart before y'all head out down that trail? Are y'all tacking it up somewhere?
Right.
I mean, you can kind of pull it into where that goblin trail starts and like block that path off.
Yeah.
Park your wagon there.
Yeah, we'd look around for a place that we can kind of conceal it best that we can.
Yeah, easily enough done. No stranger, especially y'all are good with animals, especially Bar as a farmer and Baz as a druid. You guys are both efficient at
I can sing a
keeping these
song for
guys-
them.
and you definitely can.
I like
They
music.
are calm. But nonetheless, as you guys tack your wagon up, keep your cart pulled to the side. How are y'all like traveling down this little trail?
Oh.
What's your travel order?
I can see in the dark, so I can go front.
So can I.
I believe I can
So-
too.
Oh wait, is another campaign where I'm the only one without dark vision?
Correct.
Hey, listen, in Icewind Dale, I can't see in the dark either. Don't
Oh,
worry,
you're
not
right.
alone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast light.
It is. So before you, it is daytime.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't think it's dark yet, so.
There
yeah.
is no overhang foliage that's blocking light, so you guys can all see perfectly fine.
I'd like to be in the middle of the pack. Just to-
You still want to go first, Rivian?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I like talking to people. Why wouldn't I?
Well, we're not talking to them. We're probably gonna have to beat the shit out of them. Okay.
Same shit, different toilet. I'm alright with it.
Cool.
Okay. So
Alright.
Rivian, who's after Rivian? Because I think Basset's in the middle.
Yeah, I'll Vara, do you want to go behind Rivian and then I'll go behind you, and I don't know.
Sounds good, man.
There's a lot of us kind of squishy. Yeah. So I'll be
Cool.
third. Yeah.
Barnabas is in last, or Barney. So yeah, you guys travel down this little beaten trail for a good mile and a half or so, 2 miles, and it's well worn, got with a bunch of goblin feet. It's not hard to discern them now at this point. You can see the tracks have been formed over. If you guys want to make a survival check, you can probably ascertain how many goblins have walked this path.
Survival?
Yes, survival. Sorry.
13.
13.
11.
Okay.
3. Yeah, I've gotten like 4 nat ones this game. I love it.
Barnabas, it's kind of hard to see past Baz's horns and all that. You're kind of just trying to keep yourself on track. The rest of you guys, you notice that this looks to be maybe a dozen or so, maybe dozen to 15 goblins, individual goblins. There's a bunch of tracks here and there. You see what appear to be what was once a single human body being dragged. It looks like you can ascertain there were maybe 2 human-sized bodies being hauled this way.
Mm.
So you could probably make the best judgment that Sildar and Gundren were both hauled off in this direction. As you guys are walking, the foliage begins to thicken in a little bit. And as you go, Riven, you are leading the way. You hear a snap and a crunch under your foot as your foot falls forward. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Oh, lovely. Got a 5.
Yeah, so
But I
you
rolled
give
a
it.
nat 1.
Yeah. So you feel this snap as you step on a twig, and a little snare snatches around your ankle, and you feel yourself go right side up as you're hauled up a tree, and you just are dangling in front of the party, swinging back and forth.
Wait.
Oh, go ahead.
Can I use silvery barbs on myself?
No, I don't think.
No.
Damn it!
I tried to do that recently
Last
too.
game, yeah.
And let me look at it. They could have changed the way it's worded in the new. Let's see. Silvery balls.
I thought we did use the new rules.
Yeah, we did.
Emily.
Oh, did we?
Mhm.
Yeah, when Emily did it, yeah.
No, it's.
What's it say?
It is for another creature. Yeah, for another
Yeah.
creature. Yeah.
As soon as that happens, I'll look around to see if I can see any more of those traps.
Hey, go ahead and make a perception check for me. Meanwhile, Riven is just like swinging back and forth in the tree.
How like high up is it?
He's about 6 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
I mean, you think these are goblins, so the goblins got to be able to get to him. They can like stagger on top of each other.
Do you think I could like jump up there and like cut the rope with one of my?
Well,
daggers?
you follow the rope and you see the rope is just tied to a tree.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Like maybe 3 or 4 feet away from you.
I'm gonna say, brace yourself, and then I'll cut the rope.
All right. You cut the rope. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, Star.
Oh goodness.
Oh no, damn it.
Sorry.
What
No
was it?
way.
What was it?
There's no way it's a 6.
Wait, so is this
Silvery
fall
barbs.
damage?
Silvery barbs.
No, wait, no. Is this for
This is
fall damage?
This is fall damage, yeah.
Okay, Can I cast Feather Fall?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like I'm a nice guy character. Like, whoa, whoa! And then I'll cast Feather Fall.
You see me?
Easy.
So I cast guidance and got 16 for perception for other traps.
Very nice. Yeah, you don't see any other snare traps in this area.
Okay.
You feel that this is a trap that is either made for animals or for, I guess humanoids can be considered animals for goblins.
Yeah.
But you look around, you don't see any kind of rustling in the nearby bushes. There's no one that seems to be alerted. This seems to be a trap that would hold someone here, and then goblins would come by and gather. So.
Yeah, and I let them know that, and then as we keep going, I'll just try to keep my eye out, see if there's any more of them.
I like the way you said that. All right. Yeah, you guys continue on same order, or did you want to switch up the order?
I'll just say, Rivian, I'm gonna take lead just to check for more of those traps, so that doesn't happen again.
Fine by me, mate.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys head off another 1.5 miles or so. I'm going to make another perception check for me as you get a little bit further down the beaten road, Mr. Baz.
26.
Yeah, you come to a little bit of a now that you're on the lookout, you see what appears to be some upheaved dirt, some disturbed dirt with some leaves thrown across it. You obviously spot a trap. That's obviously a trap. You see.
Yeah. All right.
And it's blended in. It blends in very well with the environment too. So.
Yeah. I'll point it out, and I'll just say, does anyone have any like experience disarming traps? So I can never remember what the like ability is for.
Is it dexterity or is it sleight
yeah,
of
was it just a
hand?
straight dexterity?
Well, this one you don't see any obvious ropes, pulleys, or anything like that. You feel that this is probably a pit trap.
Ah.
So something just walks across will trigger it. There's
Right.
no.
So yeah.
Can I just pick up a rock and just?
Yeah.
throw it?
You definitely can. Yeah, you toss the rock over there. The leaves fall down, and you hear what sounds like the rock clatter against some spikes that are inside the hole.
Was it like jumpable, like pretty small hole, or
You can walk
go around?
it. It's
Okay,
like in
yeah.
the center of a path. Yeah, it's the hole itself is about 10 feet deep, and as you kind of walk around it, you see what look to be several scattered bones, mainly animal bones down there. These are either animals that weren't big enough for the goblins to waste their time to actually pull out and eat. So it's like small rats and stuff like that here and there.
Okay.
But yeah, you navigate around it.
Yeah, and I will continue to look for traps as we keep going.
Yeah, you continue. Go ahead and make one more perception check for me. You guys travel. At this point, you travel about 5 miles northwest into these woods. Yeah,
Goodness.
yeah. You've been walking a little bit.
That one is not as good. 9.
Yeah, you don't see any other traps as you continue leading the party. Eventually, you guys run into what looks like an opening in the forest. You see what appears to be a cave system up ahead. Let me just read what it says. The Goblin's Trail ends at a cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. There is a shallow stream that flows from the cave's mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. There appears to be a narrow, dry path that leads into the cave on the right side of the stream. I am going to go ahead and just show you guys some art, aka a battle map, if it loads. Yeah, you guys see that. The sound of the water it's kind of louder inside. Like the cave is actually echoing a little bit, muffles noises a little bit. You don't see anyone on the outskirts, but the trail does end there. The goblin's feet tracks go in there. The trail of the person being dragged goes in there, and that's what you guys see. You guys are kind of on the battle map. You're like further or closer. You guys are a little further back still. You haven't gotten that close to the cave system.
Right. Oh, well, it looks like we're going in a cave. I suppose, I mean, should we check for, like, another entrance, or do we want to just try to go in this one, like, very quietly?
I mean, if we can be quiet, why not?
Right.
The tracks lead this way, right?
Yes, they head into the cave's mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is our best option in finding Gundren.
Alright. No one has a way to make us even quieter, right? It's a no.
I just have my fist.
Yeah. Alright. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go in.
You are rolling stealth checks then?
Yeah.
Alright, roll them up.
And
Stealth.
if it's okay if I lazily retcon a little bit, I'm going to say that I cast Find Familiar as part of my breakfast routine. And I'm just going to have like a small screech owl. I'm just going to like stick him on my shoulder. Or spider. Let's say a spider because that's smaller. Yeah. And because I can look through it. So, yeah. I have dark vision.
There's a little spider. There's your little spider on the map.
Cool.
So I cast guidance on myself and I rolled a 26.
Okay, so Bass has a 26.
Dirty
Bar-
20.
20. Barnabas, Rivian. Stealth checks.
I got a 24, but it was a nat 20.
Perfect.
Said
Oh,
It's better than a natural one.
Hey.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, you can silvery barbs out. Yeah, you
I
definitely
silvery barbs.
seriously?
What, so she rolls it again, or?
Yep.
That's
Interesting.
fucking go.
She has to take that new roll, and then also.
Hey.
That's so funny. Do you have
Okay,
another?
I
Do you have
also-
another set of dice?
I've been using my digital dice. I also have. I took the lucky feat. I just haven't declared. You have to declare it before you roll nowadays.
Do you want to use that
change
though?
that.
That's okay. You can. I'll let you use it right now if you really want to.
Okay, sure. I will use a luck point.
I'll throw
let-
Jeff Bridges a win
Yeah.
See if I can do it.
I
7.
No
Oh my
fucking,
God.
no fucking way.
Stop rolling online, please. Please.
Oh shit, dude. Okay. So here's what happens. You guys walk your way up towards the cave entrance, the cave mouth. As you begin to approach and kind of crest around this corner, you kind of glance over and see on the east side of the stream that flows from the cave mouth, there is a small area in the briar thickets that seems to have been hollowed out to form a lookout post. You didn't know it yet, but you now do, as Barnabas's loud feet splish splash in the 2-foot deep stream. He kind of trips and stumbles into the water and says, "Oh man!" You guys hear rustling coming from the bushes as goblins kind of come out of the woodwork, snarling, their teeth brandished. They come out of the bushes. And in Goblin, you hear them say, "Kill them!" I need you guys to roll initiative. You guys are technically surprised by this, so y'all will be rolling at disadvantage because they just burst out of the bushes.
Wow, that's wild, actually. I got a 13. I rolled 2 11s.
That's crazy. All right, hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. All right, so you said you got a 13?
13.
Very nice. Barnabas, you got a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Rivy, Baz, what'd you get?
8.
8. Mara.
14. Or wait. 14. 16.
6. That's much better. The goblins seem to be a little quicker as they step out into the battle. I'm gonna play some better music because, dear Lord. One second. Cool. Yeah, so as stepping out of this bush, you see Goblin A. He is going to let loose. What am I listening to? There's a phone ad playing on YouTube for me. So this goblin comes out of the bushes with a scimitar brandished. He snarls and he's just gonna run straight across. Actually, we'll roll d6 and see who he runs towards. He runs straight for Rivian. Goblin comes charging out. 5, 10. Stepping through the stream of water, he's going to try to slice you with his scimitar. That's not a d20, that's a d10. A 12 to hit. Does a 12 hit you, Rivian?
No, it does
No?
not.
Awesome. Yeah, he goes and swipes and he says, "Nah, shit." He's going to use a bonus action as part of his nimble escape feature to disengage and run back into the bushes. 5, 10. So it's 20 feet of movement. The bushes here are so thick that it appears that he has some partial cover from them. Nonetheless, we go over to Vara. It is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna. You know what? Let me see. Where is it?
Oh.
I'm gonna throw my spear
Okay.
at Goblin Boss.
Go for it. He's not partially covered. He's out in the open. So feel free to make it normal.
I don't know if it's gonna hit. Hold on.
He is brandishing a shield and a chain shirt. While the other 2 goblins have just leather armor and shields on as well.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the plus. Oh, I guess I should equip it for me to know. Okay, there we go. So, it's a 14.
A 14 does not hit him, sadly. Yeah, he lifts his shield up and the spear kind of hits it, pushes him back a little bit, but he like knocks it away and he stands up straight. And he just
Okay.
rah rah.
Well, I tried to stay back, but I'm gonna boop, 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 boop.
Yep. You get right up in his grill. Perfect.
Yep, and I'm gonna bonus action unarmed strike.
Okay. Does it specify if it has to be a melee attack to use your bonus action on arm strike?
Oh, simple melee, martial melee.
I think it's just one of your things. I'll look into it. Go ahead and roll your stuff. I'll look into it.
Okay. Ooh. 16?
Misses.
Really?
Yeah, this guy's wearing some heavy armor and a big shield. He just giggles in your face.
Shit.
Stupid.
Loser.
Dang.
Well, I'm dead.
Okay. The goblin boss is gonna go. He sees you come at him. He's gonna brandish his scimitar and he's gonna try to make a multi-attack at you. His first attack is a normal attack. His second one is at disadvantage because he's a little clumsy little guy. So first attack, a 12 to hit. I'm pretty sure that misses. Second one was a natural 20, and the other one was a 19 plus 4, so a 23.
Yeah.
Holy moly, dude. It's crazy. So he brings this scimitar down across the back of your leg. You take 4 slashing damage from it. He screams out. What does he scream out? He screams out, I'm gonna take you to the feast cave.
Ew.
So weird.
Licks his lips. We go to Rivian. It is your turn.
Sweet. All right. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on
Nice.
the Goblin Boss.
Okay. What happens?
The words I'll say to him is, "No, we're gonna take you to the feast cave, mate." He needs to make a wisdom 14.
Was it 14? He rolled a 5 total. He fails.
Wait.
Oh.
There's 4 psychic, and he has disadvantage.
Or
his
psych
next
and
attack.
has disadvantage. Very nice. He
And
grabs his head and just starts to scream loudly. Not too loud though, but he screams.
that's my turn.
Awesome, Barnabas, it's your turn.
Okay. Where's this going? Okay. I am going to see if I can select both of these, and I'm going to move over here. I don't really want to get too close to them.
Okay.
And I am going to try and cast color spray in a way that will not catch Vara.
Is it a cone?
It is a 15-foot cone originating from me. Yeah.
So you'd be able to hit Goblin Boss and Goblin A, but Goblin B is a little.
That's fine.
He's
I'll
covered
take
by
that
goblins.
over hitting Vara.
For sure.
Yeah, and this will be color spray. Let's see. So it is a saving throw, Constitution 14.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Goblin A real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin A rolled a 3.
He is blinded.
Oh, nice. Goblin Boss rolled a. This is. Ethan, is this disadvantage on all checks or is it just attack rolls?
Vicious Mockery
Yeah, vicious mark.
is attack.
Attacks. Okay. So Goblin Boss saved. He rolled an 18.
Okay.
So Goblin A is blinded. We'll just mark that with a yellow.
Oh.
He covers his eyes and tries to rub the spray, the color out of his eyes.
And then I'll move back across the river.
We go to Goblin B. Goblin B is going to run towards Vara because she's right up in the meat grinder. He's gonna step into the river and attempt to swipe at you, Vara. A 14 to hit.
No.
Misses. Yeah. We go to Baz.
I am going to cast a poison spray on Goblin B.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
18 to hit.
Yes. It
All
does.
right, let's roll. Let's roll better this time. Well, I mean that's better. 5, so 5 poison damage.
5 poison damage to Goblin B. Yeah, he is now bloodied as his Flesh begins to burn into his body as his skin begins to melt. Ah!
And yeah, I think I'll just, he can't reach me if I move back a little bit, right?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go 5, 10 to here.
All right. Sweet. We go over to the next goblin, Goblin A, who is blinded. He's grabbing at his eyes, and he says, in Goblin, those that speak Goblin, you hear him say, "When I kill you, Clark is gonna be so happy." Rubs his
Clark.
eyes. He is blinded, which means he can't see. He has disadvantage on attack. So he is going to lash out blindly towards Vara because she hasn't moved. Disadvantage. He's gonna miss with a 7. His turn ends. Vara, it is your turn. You have advantage against creatures that are blinded. So if you want, you can beat the shit out of him.
Which one is blinded?
Goblin A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Goblin B is bloodied. Goblin B is blinded.
Okay, I think I'm gonna two-hand swing my quarterstaff at the goblin boss first.
Okay. He's going to use his reaction to redirect your attack. This is a feature he has. When a creature the goblin can see targets it with an attack, the goblin chooses another goblin within 5 feet. He's going to choose Goblin B. He's going to choose Goblin A. So the 2 goblins swap places, and the chosen goblin becomes the target. So he swaps places with them.
Okay, well, 18 to hit.
Yeah. The goblin boss laughs like, "Yes, I admit, I dodged your attack."
5 points of damage.
You whack the absolute shit out of this goblin. He's still standing up, but he's bloodied.
And then I guess I'll punch Goblin B.
Okay.
Unarmed strike. Maybe he'll go down. Uh, 16.
Yes.
4.
What's it look like when you kill Goblin B?
I think I'm just gonna throat punch him.
Yeah, he grabs his throat and just chokes to death and falls into the stream and begins to float away slowly down the stream. Awesome. You want to move or do anything else? Goblin boss cannot hit you with the reaction attack because you already used his reaction. The goblin could, other goblin could. But the other goblin is blind. The other goblin is blinded though.
It's fine. I'll just stay right here.
Okay, perfect. Goblin boss.
I'll go right here.
Okay. Yeah, the goblin boss, you can't reach out at you. He just snarls at you. Goblin boss is going to go to attack you. He's going to move 5, 10, 15. He runs around. As he comes around the bend over there, he says, in Goblin again, he says, "We're going to take you to the eating cave as well, with that other human we got earlier." Yeah. And he's going to do the same 2 attacks against you. First attack, normal roll. It's a natural 20.
Uh-oh.
Was it with disadvantage?
Natural 1, baby.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Thank
Thank
you!
you.
Bitches mockery!
Thank you for reminding me.
Good.
Woo.
So his second attack is at disadvantage. He misses with this attack as well. He swings
Oh,
at you.
thank
He swings at you. He
goodness.
swings at your throat, but you kind of tuck away from it, and then he tries
My
to swipe down
hero.
your chest, and he misses, and he just snarls at you. Rivian, it is your turn with Barnabas on deck.
Sweet. Alright. I'm gonna move. 5, 10. Is this difficult terrain or no?
Let's just say no for the moment. I don't know.
Sweet. I'm gonna go up behind Goblin Boss then.
Yes, you're behind him.
Sweet. I'm gonna stab him.
Go for it.
A dirty 20 to hit.
Sir, definitely hits.
With 6 damage.
He takes the 6 damage and he's like, "My
Sweet.
tushy."
And I'll use the 2-weapon fighting and stab with my other dagger because I do have 2.
He's gonna, yeah, you can do that. Go for it.
I missed.
Dodges. Alright. Anything else
That's
you want to do? Yeah, alright, cool. Barnabas, it's your turn.
Cool.
And does color spray, how long does they say blinded? Is it just
Oh.
for one turn?
Until the end of my next turn. So,
Into this turn?
end of this turn, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Ray of Frost.
Go for it.
Goblin, yeah, okay. 23.
Yes.
Now I'm getting good 20s.
Now you're doing it.
3 damage, and
Awesome.
he's slow.
What's it look like as you kill the goblin? Little goblin A.
So you can kill him. It is a slightly bigger frost beam than last time. And Barnabas is just like, oh yeah, like that, not like that.
Yep. It hits him in his back and he just like freezes in mid-motion attack into a little goblin sickle until he just pops from the pressure.
Still got it.
Awesome. Baz, it's your turn. You're seeing the 2 little goblins die while your companions are engaging the goblin boss.
Alright.
Or whatever this goblin is.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can hit him with a poison spray without it.
Yes,
Vara
sir.
being in the way, right? Yeah. So I'll just cast another poison spray. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna hit. 11.
Yep, it misses.
Alright, then I will bonus action a shillelagh and just move back 5 feet.
Really nice. We go over to Vara. The goblin next to you has turned to icicle and popped. What are you doing?
I'm gonna hit this goblin boss with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
Two-handed, of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh. 19 plus whatever.
Definitely hits.
Seven.
7 points of damage. Yeah, you whack the absolute crap out of him. He's still standing. He's very bloody.
I'm gonna punch him now.
Go for it.
Maybe. 16.
Misses.
Ooh.
He is going. It's the goblin boss's turn now. He is severely beaten and bloody. He is going to. He is going to use his whole action to talk. So 6 seconds worth of dialogue. He drops his sword, puts his hands up, and says, in Goblin. So to the rest of y'all, you hear a bunch of grunting. But he says in Goblin, wait! I can show you. I can tell you how to get to where you need to go. In there, to the eating cave. He says that in a last-ditch effort to save his life. Bonus action disengage because he's a little goblin. He's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. He backs up with his hands up. And he ends his turn.
I like that.
Like this. Can we insight like in battle?
Yeah, you can
we
definitely. Yeah, y'all can make insight
Yeah,
checks.
yeah. Barnabas gonna cock his head like, what's the vibe? Is like we can't understand this, but
Yeah,
what's
so
the
y'all
vibe?
seeing him put his hands up and go. Sounds like a Murloc or whatever off of.
Ooh.
He seems
2,
earnest to me
6.
because I got a 6.
I got a 19.
Did you
I
roll?
got a 16.
You got 16? Yeah, those that rolled really high. So everyone but the VAR and.
I rolled a 22.
Oh,
Oh,
I
you
thought
said
you
you
said
rolled
2.
2.
Yeah, I heard 2
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
So
I
everyone
heard
but
2 as
everyone
well.
but good old Barnabas over there.
I'll stop all night rolling, but it's so funny.
It looks like the goblin boss is taking priority over its own life. It's fight or flight. or it does not want to fight. It does not look like it wants to fight. It wants to self-preserve itself, self-preservation. Var, you hear what he says, and I will allow Var to kind of relay that to the rest of the party if she wants to.
He says he'll show us where Gundren is.
Seems like a good deal to me.
Yeah. Would I know if, like, most goblins or some goblins are little tricksters and...
I mean, every goblin can be, and anyone can be tricky. I mean, this goblin was with friends and they're brutally dead, so you think that he's probably, like, trying to self-preserve. He's trying to keep himself alive for as long as he can. There might be hidden motives you don't know too well.
Okay.
But Var has revealed that to the rest of the party. Rivian, it is still your turn. What are you doing?
So he looks like he's taking the flight option now instead of fighting?
He looks like he's trying to broker some sort of something. Like he's trying to do something of that nature. He has his hands up. He's obviously surrendering. His weapons on the ground. His shield's on the ground too.
Can I cast friends on him?
Holy sh!
Since he's backing up.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
he's
guys
not fighting
are
technically.
not in combat anymore. If that is what you, yeah. I'll allow it. Go ahead. I'll allow it. So what's his rule?
It's a wisdom. Wait, yeah, a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Goblins are not very wise.
Yeah.
Not one, so it works. So nat 1 -1, so a 0.
Oh.
Oh.
Trying to
You see him go slack. And
Nice
just
try.
kind of go hazy in his eyes a little bit, and he like smiles at you.
All right, mate. Show us the way.
The goblin walks forward and says, I can tell you how to get there. Oh, he's speaking to goblin, so I hear a bunch of grunts. He's like, I can show you how to get there, but that'll have to be next week on Tabletop Tyranny. We're going to end our session a little early tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next Tuesday if everyone's available, which I think should be all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be back next Tuesday to see what happens in this goblin cave, see what happens with this little goblin that's negotiating. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Have a good week.
Bye.
Sayonara.